Third, research design, which is the experimental method. An experimental method is problem-solving approach. Describe what will happen when certain variables are controlled or manipulated. Natural sciences with limitation on fields of education, psychology, and sociology. Expected to reveal cause and effect relationship. In experimental method, there are types of experimental, which is the single group design, parallel group design, counterbalance designs, and pretest group design, and complete randomized design. Single group design is involved a single treatment with two or more levels. Mean and analysis of variance ANOVA are statistical tools to be used. Mean determines the acceptability or effectiveness of particular product. ANOVA determines the significant difference on the quality attributes of the product. The second is parallel group design. Parallel group design is two or more groups are used simultaneously with only one single variable. Control group is manipulated or changes. Experimental group is varied. Parallel group serve as the control for comparative purposes. Third is counterbalance design. Counterbalance design is quasi-experimental design. Rotation design involves an exchange of two or more treatments taken by subject during the experiment. Latin square, each variable in the front of the square occurs in once in a row or column. Test and post-test group design. In protest and post-test group design is involved the experimental group and the control group carefully selected through randomization procedure. Pretest is given to both groups at the beginning of the semester and protest the ends of the semester, but the control group is isolated from all experimental influences. Complete randomized design. A group of test plants or animal is studied only once by subsequent treatment is applied to determine the cause of changes. No control group, but the subject will undergo randomization procedures. The last research design is the case study method. Case study method is problem-solving technique that the study is described from the past, present, and future. Categorized under the descriptive, however, it is more distinct if this technique is placed in another method which is independent with the other. An intensive investigation of a particular individual, institution, community, etc. Consider as a unit which include the development, adjustment, remedial, or corrective procedures that follow diagnosis of the causes of maladjustment or favorable development. What are the cycle of case study method? They have 5. First is recognition and determination of the status of the phenomenon to be investigated. Second is collective of data relative to the factors or circumstances associated with the given phenomenon. Third is diagnosis or identification of causal factors as bias for remedial or development treatment. Fourth is application of remedial or adjustment measure. And lastly is subsequent follow-up to determine the effectiveness of corrective or development measure applied.